Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, May 17th. I'm Zoe High. Get ready to race on the water with reporter Jocelyn Perez and her last edition of Henderson Happenings. Good morning, Jocelyn.
Good morning, guys. This week on Henderson Happenings, we're heading down to Lake Las Vegas for the 3rd Annual Nevada International Dragon Boat Festival. The races start on Saturday at 8:30 a.m. and there will be lots of food, games, and festivities throughout the day. The races continue on Sunday at 9 a.m. where racers will go through the qualifying rounds and championship races. Admission to the event is free, but cash is recommended to purchase food and other things. Since this is my last edition of Henderson Happenings and the last edition of the year, I'm giving you one more event for next week. Last Friday, just add Water Street. From 6 to 10 p.m. at the Henderson Events Plaza, you can enjoy a celebration of the last Friday of each month in historic downtown Henderson, with food, arts, live music, DJs, games, crafts, and more. Admission to the event is free, but cash is recommended for the food trucks and stuff available for purchase. That's all for this week's Henderson Happenings. For more information on these events or more, you can go to FSTNEWS.com and search Henderson Happenings into the search bar. Zoe, back to you.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn. Graduation is coming up fast, and if you ordered your cap and gown in April or May, you can go down to the curriculum office and pick them up today. Band and theater both have worked so hard throughout the year. Tonight, band is having their award night in the theater from 7 to 9, and tomorrow, theater's award night is in the theater as well. Elementary and middle schools are celebrating their graduating alumni this week with their own grad walks. Today, Burkholder and Newton are having their grad walks. Burkholder starts at 2 and Newton starts at 2:45. Tomorrow, Smalley Elementary School has their grad walk starting at 2, and then on Monday, Galloway Elementary has theirs starting at 2 as well. If you want some fun in the sun this summer but don't really have the money for it, Cowabunga Bay is giving free admission to anyone with 3 or more A's on their latest report card on May 24th and 25th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. All you have to do is print out your latest report card and bring it to the ticket booth, and teachers, you aren't going to be left out. If you bring your CCSD ID card, you can get in it for free as well. If you want a head start into college, there is a new music appreciation class next year that counts for a dual credit. The class is mostly online and goes over classic and more modern types of music. If you're interested, stop by your counselors for more information. Seniors, your last full week of high school is coming to an end. Tomorrow is senior field day and senior sunset are at 7:30 p.m. and graduation rehearsals are May 24th, leading up to graduation May 29th. For more information, you can go to FSTNEWS.com and type senior announcements into the search bar. Have you misplaced or lost anything throughout the year? Well, if you have, make sure to go check the lost and found. Everything is going to be thrown away or donated at the end of the year. Speaking of donating, throwing things away, make sure that if you have a locker, gym, or personal, that it is cleaned out by Friday, because just like the lost and found, anything left in the lockers will be donated or thrown away. Now on over to Jana and Evan with who men's volleyball is taking on and what sports meetings there are today with FST News Sports.
Hey Falcons, it's time for sports. The season is slowing down and we approach to the end of the school year.
Starting today off with men's volleyball, they have a game against Centennial High School for the state championship and are playing at Arborview at 7 p.m. All paperwork is due today for the Spirit Bus and it will leave at 5:30. Only 45 students are allowed. If you're going to make it, be sure to wear navy. If you have any other questions, stop by the office.
And if you're interested in joining the women's tennis team next fall, serve your way over to room 736 and set for meeting today at 1:25. You're sure going to love it. See what we did right there? That does it for sports today. Head out to the game tonight.
Foothill is set up to earn a state title. Be there to celebrate how awesome they've done. Until tonight, Zoe, back to you.
Thanks, guys. Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Falcons. Make sure to stay tuned for a special newscast from some of our FST interns, keeping you informed on the NFL, self-driving cars, and more. From all of us here at FST News, have a terrific Thursday, Falcons.
Welcome to FST News. I'm Cade Nielsen.
And I'm Hannah Thompson.
After years of waiting, Las Vegas is finally getting its own NFL team. Along with the new team comes a new stadium. In 2020, Las Vegas plans to open the brand new Raider Stadium. The estimated cost to build the stadium is $1.9 billion. Many people are happy to finally have a football team, while some are not. Will you support our home team? We will find out in 2 years.
Whenever something is easy to do or remember, it's compared to riding a bike. Riding a bike is nearly impossible to forget and can also be beneficial to your health. Some studies have shown that bike riding can decrease the risk of death from nearly all causes by up to 40%. It can also help improve balance and coordination, which is useful in everyday life. Compared to other sports, biking isn't very physically demanding like swimming or running, and you don't have to rely on a team like in baseball or football. You can also use biking as a means of transportation. It is faster than walking and more eco-friendly than driving. By increasing the time we bike, we can get a better handle on our lives.
NFL players are getting suspended for safety violations and for domestic violence. Studies have shown that NFL players are getting more violent and breaking the rules more often. They are tackling and making physical contact with other players and are also getting into more trouble by using illegal substances. NFL player Marshawn Lynch was suspended for 1 game for making contact with an official referee. NFL players are feel like they're under a lot of stress to make money. If they lose a game, they feel that they won't be able to provide for their families. Every time a player gets tackled, that player gets angry at himself and the person tackling him. The next time you watch football, think about what's going on behind the scenes.
What's the deal with the gun issue? There's no ignoring the fact that gun-related incidents have happened every month this year, yet we don't see any real changes. Thoughts and prayers are not the kind of result needed to prevent future harm by guns. It's suggested that more gun control laws would reduce gun deaths. The organization Gun Violence Archive tallied 31,157 firearm injuries in 2017, a rise of nearly 2% over the following year. According to a Quinnipiac poll on February 20, 2018, 97% of American voters and 97% of gun owners support universal background checks. The question is it necessary?
If you are bored or just looking for something to do, you may want to look into the growing pastime of axe throwing. Axe throwing is a sport in which a competitor throws an axe at a target and hopes to hit the center of the target. Although normally an event in lumberjack sports, it is quickly becoming a popular pastime. Even with regular people, the attraction is coming here to the valley, with a location here in the Strip and in Henderson. If you are looking for some new pastime, try becoming a part of this growing sport.
Almost everyone has a smartphone. Children and adults use them for many things like talking, texting, and playing games. The usefulness of a phone is undeniable, but some people don't know when to stop. Studies have shown that between 40 and 50% of people are on their phones when they should be sleeping. Smartphones release a blue light when they are on, which disrupts the production of melatonin, a chemical the body uses to tell you that you're tired. That is why when you're on your phone at night, you may not feel as tired as you should be. Admittedly, the most straightforward way to solve this problem is to turn off your phone. Another solution is to change the settings on your phone or download an app to emit red light instead, so that your melatonin production remains uninterrupted. That way you can still feel drowsy when you're supposed to and get a better night's rest.
Get ready to go to England. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding is just around the corner. Around 600 guests will be invited to attend the event. The wedding is scheduled to take place on May 19th of this year at St. George's Chapel at 12 p.m. The service will include flowers, decorations, and a reception, all of these being paid for by the royal family. The lemon elderflower cake and flower globes and garden roses, peonies, and foxgloves are all sure to be a crowd pleaser. So make sure to save the date for this magical wedding. Now moving over to Gabriel Barth reporting on the latest tech. Kids born today might never get a driver's license by the time they're 16 because driverless cars might be the car of the future. Waymo is a subsidiary of Google that is developing self-driving cars. Waymo uses a 360-degree camera mounted on top of its cars and to detect all bikers, pedestrians, and other drivers. It can even detect the extended arms of a biker and turning signals. In several years, you can expect to see driverless cars on your own roads. Now back to Kate and Hannah.
That's all for now, but join us next time on FST News. I'm Hannah Thompson.
And I'm Kate Nielsen.
And we'll see you soon.